Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I don't seem to be getting very far because I keep saying, oh, pull in, pull in.
I know.
Another picture stop.
So after driving around 120 miles, I made it to this beautiful little town called Poolewe, and it's right on the coast. But I drove up the road a little ways to find an overlook because I really wanted to paint this view looking down towards Loch Maree, which was going to be my stop later in the day. And luckily I timed it perfectly for a couple quick sketches between some rain showers. I was so interested in all the variation of the hills and cliffs and mountains, so many colors, so many different textures. So I was trying to do really quick color notes and texture notes, which means I'm trying to make quick impressions of like what I saw when I got there with fast, loose marks. And then later, when I get back to the studio, I can really observe my photos and videos and my sketches because the sketches are like first impressions. And all of that is really good information for helping me to paint these larger and more detailed in the future. Okay, well, I had to rush through that one because it started to sprinkle and then the midges came out. So I'm slowly being eaten. So I painted these mountains up here very, very quickly. And then I did as much as I can with that, but like as I stand here, I'm getting little bites all over me and it's starting to drive me crazy. So I'm gonna head out, but this is just such an epic view. I wish I could stay here all day. But there we go, 2 quick paintings. Time to move on. Afterwards, I took a leisurely drive through the hills and headed towards Gairloch Beach, which is a gorgeous turquoise beach. And on a clear day, if you look west, you can see the very northern tip of the Isle of Skye. Unfortunately, the midges were out in force, so the second I got out of my car, I was swarmed by midges. I saw a bunch of people down on the beach frantically packing up their picnic and running for their car. They were just eaten alive, which was a huge bummer because I had hoped to paint on this beach. I've had it in my mind for so long to be sitting here painting this view. But for now, I'll have to use my photos and videos to inspire me when I get back to the studio. So it was time to move on towards my next destination, Loch Maree, which is the 4th largest loch in Scotland, nestled between 2 famous mountains, Benag and Slioch, both of which attract thousands of photographers, hikers, and campers each summer.
These are humming in between the contrasts of our souls.
Oh my god, I was just flying my drone and getting devoured, but I landed. I'm gonna take quick photos. Oh my goodness, the midges are just making this really annoying. This is the bittersweet part about Scotland in summer. It's magnificently beautiful, but it's hard to enjoy it in peace. I don't know if you could see all of them flying around me. So I'm just recording a little time lapse because the sun is like moving across these mountains behind me, It's really beautiful. And I'm taking lots of references because I'm definitely gonna paint this view back in the studio. Okay, time lapse done. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, God. There are rumors in Scotland how in the old days that to torture someone, they would tie someone up in the middle of the fields in the Western Isles in summer because the midges would just swarm them and basically eat them alive. I don't know how true that is, but I could see how that would be a very effective form of torture. Anyways, with that lovely thought in mind, I moved on to another parking place to find a good view to paint, because at this point in the day it had started to rain a lot more off and on, and of course I needed to escape the midges, so I was going to be painting in my car. Today has been a whirlwind. I'm exhausted mentally. Driving takes a lot out of me, and so does painting, so combine the two. I think it's also because I haven't been over here in so long that like every single thing I see I'm like, oh, I need to paint that, oh, I need to take photos, oh my god, like it's overwhelming. And then like to actually experience it finally after all this time, I'm just it's kind of draining, but in a inspiring way. So yeah, I'm happy, but there's a yellow rain warning, whatever that means, in the general area. So I think soon we're about to experience a lot of rain. We used to come over here a lot more because we lived closer, but it's a full day trip basically from where we are now. The midges, there's even some in my car. I'm only gonna be here for about 10 minutes. After that I'll be driving and I'll roll the windows down and all the midges will fly away, be sucked out. I could stay and paint, not be stuck in the car. I am officially rained out. I had checked the radar before I left the house and it seemed like it was going to be pretty much fine, maybe showers off and on. And I just checked again and boy did it change. So there's really no point in staying out. It's only an hour and a half to get home from here. I've been driving for a while, waiting for it to stop and maybe find another paint spot, but this is just not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna head home and see Wolfie, see my kitties. But this was a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for joining me on this little adventure. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my favorite places in Scotland. And if you did, the easiest way to show your appreciation is to press the thumbs up button. All right, I will see you all again soon. Take care.